The skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Hi, everyone. Greetings. So the opening lineup for the Heat. They've got Dragic. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward position. Robinson against Gordon. Fournier gets a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler, a go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
Now here's Fultz. Rejected by Crowder. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Fournier passes to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gordon trying to break loose.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
Really a fantastic job by Gordon to bury himself down there, giving the defense really no other choice than to foul him.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Crowder goes in. Here's Adebayo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
Count that one from Isaac.
Man, I admire how Isaac fights through the contact there, man. Grit and grind on display. Not letting the defense tie him down on these shots.
And Robinson wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
Fultz against Dragic. And Adebayo sends it back.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
Back to Butler. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome and outshoot. Excels at getting up and denying shots.
For Orlando, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Fultz with the ball. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And Vucevic gets to Fournier from outside off the mark. Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Pass to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. And Crowder gets it to go on the assist by Adebayo. You know, when you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
So halt the run, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After after that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And, you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanics, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But, again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Orlando. They trail by 7. Augustine dishes to Bamba. Augustine looking around. To the paint. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Good position that time around the bucket, and when Bamba does that, he's hard to stop.
It's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Michael Carter-Williams checked in for Orlando. Back to Jones. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Ross on the wing. Takes a three. And it's Miami with the rebound. And here's the break. Pushing it up. And there's the pass to Hero. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Bamba. Now Ross. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Fast break. Here they come. Here's Dragic. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
And so it's Miami with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for Miami, Jones is out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Hero into the 2 spot. And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic just checked in. The Heat leading by 6. It's Jones on the wing. Dragic, the pass to Olynyk. It's Jones on the wing. Back to Olynyk. 6 to shoot. Down low. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist from Olynyk. Jones has got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. And Vucevic kicks to Carter-Williams. Pass to Augustine. Puts the move on. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And DJ Augustine, a veteran guard who's always had an impact when he's on the floor. He gives you leadership, shooting, and playmaking off the bench.
Tell you what, Greg, when he was with the Pacers during my time working for the team, I really grew to appreciate and respect his game even more than I did from a distance. You're exactly right. I mean, he's a barometer for just about any team he's played on, and that when he plays well, it lifts everybody else's game. That's just the kind of experienced, calming effect veteran he is.
This is how Adebayo typically gets his points: off the roll, off the lob, or off the glass.
Augustine passes to Fournier. over Butler. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Fournier.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Fast break. Here come the Magic. And Butler sends it back.
Get that weak stuff out of here around Butler. He's so quick off the ground to block shots.
Here's Adebayo. And it's sent back by Isaac. Augustine dishes to Carter Williams. Fires from the wing. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Boy, so smart and relentless on the offensive glass. Seems to me that Vucevic has that extra sense of tracking down missed shots. Seems to just have a nose for the ball.
Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Crowder. Good work there as it goes.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The Magic trail by 6. Inside and stolen by Butler. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. Shots good by Hero. Hero's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's the break. Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Yep, that one goes in there. Isaac's got his second bucket.
Really hard to say enough about how good Carter Williams is at spotting the open man. He's got excellent vision and just a nice feel for what they're trying to get done in their offense.
Count it.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Isaac against Crowder. Isaac passes to Vucevic. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Well, that's just strength there. That's what we call weight room. The power of Vucevic on display.
And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Butler. Adebayo's got the lead back up to 8 now for the Heat. Fournier for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Adebayo. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Hero. The Heat need to get a shot off. 3-pointer, Crowder. And Vucevic pulls it down. Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for Orlando. 8-point game. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Here's Fournier. Plenty of space. From 13 feet, it goes down.
Well, you can consider it automatic when Fournier gets some space to shoot from there.
Here's Adebayo. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the...
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of Bam Adebayo putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He was on the fringes.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
And there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John...
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Gordon, the pass to Fultz. They double him with Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. It's 2-on-1. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Blazing speed on display from Butler. Superb at finding a way to get behind the defense in transition and taking what he gets.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Count it. Good. Adebayo's got the lead up to 12 now for the Heat.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Baseline J on the way. Fournier's shot is off.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Butler, no good.
And typically, he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And with that, the Heat lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Gordon.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Up top, Dragic, guarded by Fultz. No good from Dragic. The Magic have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
Everything working for them out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
The Heat leading by 10.
And Clark, you can see Nikola Vucevic following the trend of many other centers in our league. He's incorporating that 3-point shot into his arsenal.
Well, how about these numbers, Craig? I mean, Vucevic was taking over 4 threes a game. That's like a perimeter player on some teams. I mean, he shoots a respectable clip from that range. But I think it's part of just trying to keep other centers honest as to why he shoots that many.
Back to Crowder. Passes it to Adebayo. Butler, great positioning on the putback. And the Heat lead by 10.
Utilizing that weight room muscle there. Butler, very difficult to box out.
Right side, Fournier. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter of the game. And they pick up 2.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
And Dragic has it in the corner. Kicks it to Crowder. Pass to Adebayo. Double team on Adebayo. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic trail by 8, and they're pushing it up. Here's Fultz. Gordon trying to break loose. And there's Fultz on the assist from Fournier. Fournier's got 3 assists in the game. Adebayo drives in. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the third. And finished off by Fultz.
The adjustments they've made offensively They're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Crowder against Gordon. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now, I tell you what, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense like that.
Crowder, the pass to Butler. Great D that time from Vucevic.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were...
Oh, my goodness! That was special. Hey, listen, Gordon once jumped over a mascot while putting the ball under his legs in a dunk contest. I mean, he's one of the most ridiculous athletes and dunkers we have in the game.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for the Heat, Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then it's Jones. And it's Iguodala in at the 3. Ross with a wide open look. Offensive rebound. And Jones over to help. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. Shot clock at 5. To take the lead. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there. Nails the technical. Fultz looking around. He kicks it to Ross. Clock at 6. Ennis dishes to Ross. Here's Fultz. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Miami trailing. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Shots good by Hero.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Here's Bamba. Ross for 3. Miami grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Heat shooting fantastically in this game. 62% from the floor. Here's Dragic. And the layup falls. And now a 3-point Heat lead.
And I respect the craftiness and savvy of Dragic. I mean, when he gets positioned deep inside, he finds a way to score.
Ross kicks to Fultz. Back to Ross. Now here's Fultz. Dishes it to Ennis. 18 feet out. No good off the back of the rim. The Heat leading by 3. And it's the Heat on the break. Iguodala, the pass to Hero. There's the pass to Olynyk. Ross with the steal. Fultz with the ball. Jones covering. Here's Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 3 assists now in this one.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
Iguodala kicks to Dragic. Poke loose. Ross with the steal. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket. And the rejection by Iguodala. It's 2-on-1. And here they go. Back to Jones. Pass to Hero. Miami again turning it over. Orlando making some changes. Vucevic comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And it's Jonathan Isaac in for James Ennis. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for Olynyk. Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Andre Iguodala. Fultz with the ball. This is it to Isaac. Now Vucevic unloads from 13. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Adebayo with the ball. Now guarded by Fultz. 2 points. That one goes. Adebayo's got 21. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Heat.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Isaac passes to Ross. The Magic again can't hit.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Evan Fournier is checked in for Orlando. Fultz against Adebayo. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
I like to say a guy making a shot like that, Fultz has the clutch gene. Doesn't shy away from the big moment.
Outside Butler. Pass to Hero. And Dragic has it in the corner. Outside Crowder. Back to Dragic. Yes!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Fultz, no good. This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
No fear in Butler, not afraid of anybody. Poise personified. Takes pride in stepping up when the game is on the line.
Knocks down the trifecta.
Man, I got to give major props to the confidence of Fournier. This guy never backs down, wants the big shot.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That is his first foul of the game.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
Fournier for 3. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The Chicago River winding its way through the heart of the Windy City. Our sight tonight. Welcome to. So the opening lineup for the Heat. Robinson is out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Crowder in at the four-man position. And for Chicago, Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
And Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feel it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers and big possessions now.
Now here's Levine, and then Carter with the jam.
Up in his playmaking skills, when LaVine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Stolen by Carter. And here comes White, leading the fast break. And stolen by Butler. Robinson with it. Now defended by Levine. Back to Robinson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Here's White. Pass to Carter. Back to White. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. That shot is off. And it's Chicago the other way, and the shot goes in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Robinson passes to Adebayo. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
With a lethal mix of strength and length, Bam Adebayo can wreak havoc down low.
And again, Chicago turns it over. Outside Dragic, poked away. Pass to Adebayo. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has been a solid shooter from distance. Great option to plant in the corner and really open up a defense.
Yes, Otto Porter shoots around 40% from his career, GA, beyond the arc. What I love about him, he has a quick release that he can get off without much room. Also, Porter keeps defenders honest with his ability to put the ball on the floor.
To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
And good anticipation by Bam. He has a nose for picking up steals.
Kick out to Levine. Left side, Markkanen. Back to Carter. Crowder pulls it in.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And Levine with the block.
You see the quickness and focus of Levine. Tracks the shot, shuts it down.
Here's Porter. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Outside Butler. Back to Crowder. Good ball movement here by Miami. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see, because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Satoransky gets the bucket.
What I like is when Chris Dunn keeps his poise, keeps his eyes up, good things happen.
And Olynyk kicks to Iguodala. Out to the wing. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game. Here's the lob to the hoop. Young passes to Hutchison.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
For Chicago, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Young with the steal. To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. And so Miami again turning it over.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's Iguodala with the drive, and the slam dunk by Iguodala.
Outstanding work from Iggy. So skilled in finishing off the drive.
Bulls trail by 5. Now the pass to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. Down low. Banked in off the glass.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Young with the steal. Guys, Bam Adebayo getting it done for the Miami Heat. He comes away with 11. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And you can't cause those mistakes unless you're willing to gamble. So far, they've rolled the dice, and it's paid off.
On the court for Miami here in the second. Jones is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Hero into the 2. It's his first trip to the line.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Dunn passes to Young. Back to Dunn. Rebound by the Heat. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, GA, what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Crowder comes in for Jones. And it's Jimmy Butler in for Andre Iguodala. Hero passes to Crowder. Drills the baseline jumper. Crowder's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
The shot by Valentine, no good. The Heat shooting nearly 70% from the floor. They are putting on a clinic offensively. Shots good by Hero.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused and they've executed.
Here's Crowder, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Crowder's got 4 this quarter.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
Passes to Valentine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
His second foul in as many quarters. We'll see if he backs off or stays aggressive.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Heat also with a sub. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Tyler Hero. White the pass to Markkanen. They can't stop the run with that one.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And the wide open shot from Crowder. Olynyk finds Crowder. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. It's a 13-point game. Yes, that goes in. Levine's got his first 2 points.
You know, he's a triple threat in the open court. He can beat you from the inside, outside, and everything in between.
Back to Dragic. It's stolen by Carter. Markkanen with it. Butler covering. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Robinson. The slam dunk by Robinson.
Great floor awareness there by Jimmy Butler, sensing one of his guys is open and gets it to him.
Here's Markkanen. The shot will not fall. And Miami the other way now. And Crowder slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Porter out to Carter. Miami grabs the miss. Butler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Crowder dishes to Robinson. Back to Crowder. Inside, stolen by Carter. Porter looking it over. Right side, White. Carter left side. Stolen by Robinson. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And Crowder slams it in.
Well, now that they've settled into this game, you can see the offense is firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Dragic the pass to Robinson. For 3. Offensive rebound. And Olynyk kicks to Robinson. Count that bucket. Robinson's got 8 points.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
A well-rounded player on both ends. You can count on Jay Crowder night in and night out, and you see the value he provides for this team.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Derek Jones comes in for Butler. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
To the inside, here's Adebayo. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
And Jones sends it back. He got it up. And so it's the Miami Heat taking a 19-point. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back. Bam Adebayo putting in some incredible work. He had 13 points.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Bam Adebayo in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly, born and raised.
The kick outside to Butler. Outside, Robinson takes the 3. Rebound collected by Levine. Bulls trail by 17. White dishes to Levine. It's stolen by Adebayo. Dragic left side. Lets the 3 fly. Second shot opportunity. The kick outside to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
I like this for Butler. When he hits the 3 ball, the defense has to play him honest, and that opens up driving lanes.
White, good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. Got it. Nice one there from Levine. Levine's got 4 this quarter.
And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
Dragic with it, now defended by Levine. Outside Butler. Robinson for 3. They get it back.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Crowder. 12 points for him. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler passes to Adebayo. There's Dragic with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Heat lead by 19.
He's letting someone else be the catalyst. Goran Dragic has been working on his catch-and-shoot game.
And it's Carter missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Robinson passes to Butler. Robinson against Levine. From outside the arc. Robinson misses.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down.
Outside Porter. Carter against Crowder. Carter down low. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Carter's got 6.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Butler, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Levine, and Levine throws it down.
Explosive move there by Zach. Quick first step, then a thunderous finish.
Right side Crowder. From downtown. Again, the miss by the Heat. Bulls trail by 15, and here comes one. Leading the fast break. Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
And it's Otto Porter with the foul. That's his first foul. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Heat also changing it up. Jones checked in for Jay Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Butler. And it's Tyler Hero in for Robinson.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
And so it's the Miami Heat looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in.
In the gym trying to work my breakdown.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 13. On the floor for Miami starting the 4th. They've got Adebayo. Hero out there with Dragic. Then it's Jones. And it's Iguodala in at the 3.
With good size, vision, and ability to pass the ball, Satoransky can make some sweet dishes.
Outside, Jones. Back to Dragic. He kicks to Jones. Pass to Iguodala. 5 on the clock. Here's Hero. It's tipped, and they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Bulls trail by 11. Satoransky, the pass to Valentine. Here's Cornette. He's guarded by Adebayo. Pass to Dragic. To the paint. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Adebayo passes to Jones. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th assist in this one.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
And again, Chicago turns it over. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. The Heat leading by 13. Dragic looking for an opening. Trying to get open is Adebayo. And it's Iguodala missing. Bull shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Stolen by Satoransky. Here's Valentine. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
That's good from Valentine. Greg, which team do you think has the toughest offense to stop in the NBA?
You know, in their heyday, it was the Warriors, no doubt about it. Now, though, things are changing a little bit. It's a tough one to say. The Bucks seem to be amazing with what they're doing with Giannis. The Rockets with that 1-2 punch. And Harden and Westbrook is incredible. And don't sleep on the Lakers or the Clippers, partner. Right now, there's a few of them out there that I would lose a lot of sleep over trying to prepare to play against.
Yeah, I'm glad you included the 2 LA teams. The shot by Adebayo, no good. Bulls trail by 11. Here's Satoransky, and that one is hammered home.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee.
Adebayo, that's good again. His 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
The emergence of Adebayo as a scorer, this franchise has to be ecstatic.
Young, right side. Good work defensively by Jones. Miami leading by 11. High post shot. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
That's an easy shot for Hero. Very comfortable facing up from any spot on the floor.
And Satoransky wide open. He fires. No good from outside.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
On the wing, it's Iguodala. Back to Adebayo. Heat moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hero. The offensive rebound. Adebayo passes to Hero. Three-pointer. For the three. It's all in by the Bulls.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Miami.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Bam Adebayo.
Active hands tonight. He may have gambled a bit, but sometimes you have to take chances to make plays, and he did that tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock, and it's tonight. Here's Hutchison.
Continues to develop his offensive skill set. Satoransky's getting better and better at beating defenses.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Steve Smith. Bring it. It's time. So the opening lineup for the Heat. They've got Jimmy Butler. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then it's Jay Crowder, and it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the 1 spot. Now here's Love. To the middle. It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Robinson. Here's Adebayo. It's Drummond with the rebound. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Garland, the pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career. But around the midway point, he really started to take off.
You wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his 2nd year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
Butler with the steal. Robinson with it. Guarded now by Sexton. It's blocked.
How about Sexton getting in there? Great timing from the guard.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Garland. Out to the right wing. Osman kicks to Garland. Down low, Drummond lays it up off the glass. Drummond's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Adebayo finds Robinson. Back to Crowder. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Osman, the pass to Love, and Love throws it down.
Well, if Kevin Love gets that deep and has that kind of room, he's going to make sure of it with the jam.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now, here's Adebayo. Butler goes in. Adebayo passes to Butler. Back to Adebayo. Shot clock at 6. And Adebayo throws it down.
Good, smart, patient play by Jimmy Butler that time. You leave someone that wide open, and he's going to find him.
Here's Garland. Miami grabs the miss.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And slam dunk by Butler.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Now here's Drummond. He kicks to Garland. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Back to Olynyk and stolen by Drummond. Out left to the wing. The second effort and the rejection by Iguodala. Jones finds Dragic. Jones against Nance. Dragic tipped away. Miami again turning it over. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Left side, Sexton. Now the dish to Thompson. A floater. The shot's good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. The kick out to Porter. And the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Outside, Sexton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, Sexton has tremendous athleticism and a great motor. It's about now being a floor general in this new system.
2 shots. And Sexton drops them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Hero knowing about the whens and the wheres for an assist.
The pass to Sexton. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Dragic left side. Here's Olynyk. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Sexton. And it's Windler in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
And Olynyk not afraid to get physical out there with the defense all around him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
Garland, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Windler, the pass to Thompson. The drive by Nance. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Nance has got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. Miami with the ball.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact.
Olynyk can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Porter finds Nance. Inside. Pass to Windler. Back to Thompson. Tries it from 9. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. Thompson's got his second basket.
Tristan Thompson not wasting any time having the ball in that situation to get 2.
Hero passes to Olynyk. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Shot from the low block, and Nance puts it in.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero, guarded by Porter. To the inside. Here's Jones. It's not going to go for him. The Cavaliers go the other way with it. And there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Heat. Crowder, he's checked in for Olynyk. Butler comes in for Jones. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Andre Iguodala. Now here's Love. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Stolen by Robinson. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Here's Crowder. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Good D by Thompson.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Osman kicks to Garland. Back to Osman. 6 on the shot clock. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Crowder goes in. Here's Adebayo. And the layup's good off the glass.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Garland the pass to Thompson. Inside leaner. And Adebayo sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Crowder kicks to Butler. Here's Adebayo. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one on Love.
And every bit of the body control right there for Adebayo out there going right through the contact.
The Heat shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Andre Drummond's checked in for Cleveland. Sexton comes in for Garland. And Miami with a change here too. Dragic is checked in to the paint. It's stolen by Adebayo. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself. And slam dunk by Butler.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, they've shown both effort and will to get back into this one, but can they finish this one off? Can't let up now.
And that one's good. Drummond
pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Double team on Adebayo. Crowder. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Passes it to Porter. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he's going to be a handful to deal with.
40 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Drummond. Great D that time from Adebayo.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Robinson, that's good.
It really turned it around here in the second quarter after shooting less than 40% from the field in the first.
Sexton on the wing. Missed inside. Butler finds Crowder. Can't get it to fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here. Miami's first quarter could have gone much better. The deficit for them at one point grew to 8 points in the period. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Andre Drummond with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. We've got Jay Crowder. Dragic is out there with Robinson. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Adebayo. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. Adebayo passes to Dragic. The kick out to Crowder. Just 4 to shoot. Miami again turning it over. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
In transition, here comes Miami. And there it is for him. And it's a 5-point Heat lead.
Well, this guy, Jimmy Butler, not showing that he's a ball stopper. Awareness, finds the open man.
Love right side. Dishes to Garland. Bobbed up there for Drummond. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
The shot by Adebayo, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Here's Sexton. And it's Dragic with the rebound. And stolen by Sexton. Garland, it's good on the putback.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. It's Crowder on the wing. The pass to Adebayo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And the defense just all over Bam, but he hangs tough.
So both teams making some changes here. Second free throw, no good. For Cleveland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. And that one's good by Porter. And that'll tie this game up.
Well, that just scrambled the defense all kinds of ways with that great initial pass.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Garland dishes to Thompson. Nance in the post. Olynyk is covering.
Nance is just such a cerebral player out there. Does a good job of trying to be a threat with the assist.
Here's Jones. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. And the Heat lead by 2.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Porter. Cleveland moving it around. Nance, right side, pass to Windler. Olynyk with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Hero, and he makes that one. Now it's a 4-point Heat lead.
So fun when you make the right read on the break, and Hero did so there.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
Now here's Adebayo. 8 points for him. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Hero. 6 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. The Cavaliers trail by 4. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Jones with it. He's picked up by Nance. Here's Hero. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Since entering the league, Tyler Hero has had higher expectations for himself than anybody else. And with that kind of size as a guard and his shooting ability, he very much will realize it.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Jones. Cavaliers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Cleveland with another turnover here. The Heat leading by 6. Dragic the pass to Olynyk. Bucket is good. Olynyk's got 6.
Well, Olynyk's a big guy. He's not going to slow down. And right there playing physical.
Here's Garland. Buries it down low. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Dragic the pass to Hero. Good D by Thompson. Right side, Porter. And Nance slams it in.
This is a nice connection with Larry Nance Jr. Throw it his way. He'll take care of the rest of it.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Heat lead by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Then there's Colin Sexton. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Clock at 4, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton as a guard making that look so pretty.
It's Crowder on the wing. Back to Dragic. Nifty move. And it's good on the way in.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
And Drummond kicks to Osman. Back to Drummond. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Iguodala's running. It's a hand on it. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Crowder. Nice D from Sexton.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead. I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big bam.
Out to the right wing. Drummond passes to Windler. It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler dishes to Iguodala. Butler with room to shoot. Another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call it. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing that that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. And we'll see if they can clean it up, guys.
Thanks, David. And it's Drummond with the jam.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Butler finds Iguodala. Back to Butler. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. Butler's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Sexton more and more in control and trying to deal with the aggressive defense so far in this game.
Free throw good, Sexton. And so it's Crowder with it. They'll bring it up for Miami. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Robinson passes to Crowder. Sexton against Robinson, and Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Stolen by Garland. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break, and the rejection by Iguodala. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down hard.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Here's Garland. Drummond working against Butler. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, Darius Garland, another one of those players who is in the second generation of NBA appearances. His father played 7 seasons in the league and has got to be very proud of all of his effort.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Porter's checked in, and Miami with a change here too. Goran Dragic is checked in for Andre Iguodala. The Cavaliers trail by 9. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. And Garland has it in the corner. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Dragic looking for an opening. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Back to Adebayo. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And stolen by Butler. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Crowder with the ball. Here's Dragic. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Sexton on the wing. They get it again.
And how about Drummond's ability to stay calm under pressure? That will always make your coaches happy.
And that one's good by Butler.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Drummond. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo. He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And stolen by Drummond. Good!
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. It's the NBA. A look at the starting group for the Magic. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward. And for Miami, we've got Jay Crowder. Dragic is out there with Robinson. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at center, locking down the middle. Robinson passes to Crowder. And here's Adebayo. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Vucevic.
And a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris. Fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
On offense, here are the Magic. Here's Fultz. Isaac outside. And Adebayo sends it back. Oh, and here comes Dragic all alone. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Well, terrific floor awareness from the crafty swingman. Jimmy Butler playing the role of facilitator.
Fultz against Dragic. Fultz kicks to Isaac. Back to Fultz. Clock at 6. Feeds it to Gordon. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Up top, Dragic. Guarded by Fultz. The kick out to Dragic. An easy 2 points on the layup. Dragic has got 6.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
Boy, Jonathan Isaac comes out of Florida State back in 2017. 6th overall pick. Obviously, with that high a pick, you think, oh, he's come out of his career a little bit slow. But this team believes in his upside and is committed to building with him.
And he sinks the second.
And with Isaac, there is a lot to like. He could be a huge two-way forward for this team.
Right, Greg. A modern NBA big has got to develop a consistent perimeter game, which Isaac is working on. This guy's a big-time finisher right now. So with that frame and that age, this guy's upside absolutely tremendous.
And Fournier kicks to Fultz. Pass to Gordon. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Fultz against Dragic. Robinson dishes to Crowder. Nice D from Fournier. A slow start here for Orlando in this one. It's a 5-point game. Isaac misses. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got his second basket of the game.
I love seeing Adebayo run the floor like this. Fantastic job leaking out and beating everyone to the spot.
And he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Fultz finds Vucevic. Fultz against Butler. Vucevic, and he banks in the layup. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Here's what Miami's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Jay Crowder. Derek Jones comes in for Butler. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Duncan Robinson. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. The pass to Iguodala. Adebayo with the ball. Stolen by Bamba. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. He dishes it to Ross. No good. Shot missing. And the Heat going the other way now. Jones in the post. Adebayo passes to Jones. That one falls.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Magic trail by 7. Bamba with it. Jones covering. It's stolen by Jones. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And it's in there.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The drop. Whoa, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
Jones, the pass to Adebayo. Iguodala outside. Back to Adebayo. No good with the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And so it's the Miami Heat heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've been seeing from the Heat, guys.
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Orlando, Gordon and Bamba, the combo inside. Carter Williams is out there with DJ Augustin, and it's Ross in at the 3 slot. Jones, the pass to Adebayo. He's off on that one, so Orlando will take it the other way. Here's Ross. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. And Terrence Ross, the wing from Washington, signed a 4-year deal with the Magic in 2019. The team loves what he brings as a 3-and-D type of player. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, DJ Augustin has been around this league a long time. He does not miss open teammates.
Jones finds Iguodala. Inside, Olynyk, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. And Greg, with Ross, he's finally found his role. He's also a great finisher at the rim.
You know, he seemed lost early in his career with Toronto, but he has found a home with Orlando, and it's best basketball, knows what's expected of him, and how he can help contribute to wins.
The Magic trail by 9. Orlando moving the ball around. Ross on the wing. It's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Ross.
Well, you love how Iguodala stays in front of his man, uses his length and big hands to annoy whoever he's defending.
Augustine with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Oh, that's blocked. And Michael Carter-Williams gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Heat leading by 9. And here's Dragic. He's got 8. Pass to Hero. And here's Iguodala outside. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And the rejection by Iguodala.
Boy, the suffocating defense of Andre Iguodala is so important to his team. Really good job timing the shot there.
A different look for Miami. Crowder, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Jimmy Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. Robinson is subbed in for Tyler Hero. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Isaac's checked in for Bamba. Ennis comes in for Terrence Ross. Evan Fournier's checked in for Carter Williams. And it's Fultz in for Augustine. Butler passes to Dragic. Back to Butler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
Now here's Fultz. Olynyk with the steal. Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And Robinson wide open, he shoots. And it's off from three-point range. Fournier with the ball. Robinson picks him up.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
The Heat leading by 10. Dragic looking it over. Passes it to Olynyk. The kick out to Dragic. Back to Olynyk. Shoots over Vucevic. Bank shot. No good. Orlando, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Fournier passes to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Over Butler. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got it back down to within single digits for the Magic. Outside Robinson. Pass to Dragic. He feeds it to Olynyk. The kick out to Crowder. Drains the three-pointer. Crowder's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Fournier passes to Isaac. Ennis in the corner. From the arc. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Heat leading by 11. Outside Dragic. Outside Butler. Right side Crowder. Shot clock at 6. The kick out to Dragic. Miami needs to get a shot off. Olynyk can't hit. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Lobbed up there for Isaac. Crowder with the steal. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his first foul. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Fultz. Rejected by Dragic. Got it off in time. No good that time. And that does it for the first half of play. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Goran Dragic had a huge first quarter. He had 8 points, 3 assists, And that...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Goran Dragic has been exceptional here, guys.
It's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
Bam Adebayo. Oh, that was something else.
Have mercy.
The very definition of a high percentage shot. Aaron Gordon, throw it down.
Robinson kicks to Dragic. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Isaac with the ball. Butler covering, all going up court. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Robinson up top, defended by Gordon. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Here's Isaac, and Isaac throws it down.
This guy has great agility at his position. Jonathan Isaac's so fluid when he's driving to the cup.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
Heat moving the ball around. Butler on the wing. And the pass to Adebayo. Dragic with a wide open look, and the three ball is good. Dragic has got 11 points.
And you see the confidence Dragic has in his shooting. He knows he can sink those shots.
That's tipped. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. A slam dunk by Robinson.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Here's Gordon, and he finishes nicely on the layup. He's got 14.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Crowder, the pass to Dragic. That shot missing. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic trail by 8. Isaac goes in. To the wing right side. And the turnover again by Orlando. And some changes here for the Heat. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Crowder. Iguodala comes in for Duncan Robinson. And Hero subbed in for Goran Dragic. The Magic also changing it up. Hamid Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Terrence Ross comes in for Evan Fournier. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Butler passes to Jones to the middle. 5 to shoot. Adebayo finds Iguodala. Down low, stolen by Bamba. And then Gordon with the dunk.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
Pass to Jones. On the wing, Iguodala. Jones with the bounce pass. And now Orlando on the break. Lob pass to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, how about the tenacity of Aaron Gordon? So good at being assertive and taking over the offense when necessary.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That is his first foul of the game. Olynyk, he's checked in for the Heat. Ennis, he's checked in for the Magic. Jones looking for an opening. Iguodala left side. Stolen by Bamba. And another fast break opportunity here for the Magic. Here we go. And it goes down 2 points. Gordon's got 20 points.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kicks to Olynyk to the inside. Stolen by Gordon. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Ross passes to Carter Williams. Ennis with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. 6 on the shot clock. Right wing. The dish to Gordon. Here's Bamba. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
It's all tied. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. Put the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ross in at the 3. And it's Jones with the ball for the Miami Heat. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Boy, you got to admire how effective Andre Iguodala is, just excelling at getting inside and finishing with authority.
And it's Vucevic missing.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Hero passes to Dragic. Passes to Hero. Inside. Now Adebayo. Here's Hero. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
To the right side. Gordon deciding where to go with it.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Heat leading by 4. Jones the pass to Dragic. Iguodala outside. Heat moving the ball around. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Hero. He's guarded by Fournier. Just 5 on the clock. Hero passes to Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Heat with some changes. Crowder, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Robinson is subbed in for Andre Iguodala. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fultz is checked in. Fournier gets a wide open look. A three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Crowder, the pass to Robinson. The kick out to Crowder. They double him with Vucevic. Robinson finds Adebayo. And Dragic has it in the corner. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Heat making a change here. Butler's checked in. And a change for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. The pass to Fournier. The 3. Rebound by the Heat. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Robinson's got the ball. Good on the shot. And the Heat lead by 6.
Well, that's the vision you get with Dragic. His teammates have to love playing with him.
Gordon dishes to Fournier. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Well, this is why you run your offense through him in important situations. You know he's going to deliver.
Launches it. Isaac outside. Here's Gordon. Vucevic trying to get open. Here's Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jimmy Butler has got some power in his finishing ability. That's pretty.
And the turnover again by Orlando. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. The kick out to Crowder. Back to Adebayo. Clock is at 3. Jacks up a 3. No good from Dragic. The Magic trail by 7. Here's Fultz. Makes it off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Markelle Fultz.
Markelle Fultz under duress. Big-time shot.
Butler in the corner. Outside Crowder. Back to Butler. To the left side wing. To the middle. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Great D that time from Vucevic. The Magic have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them.
Well, this game separates the men from the boys. Aaron Gordon, big-time delivery.
Outside Dragic. Down low. Here's Adebayo. And the call. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I had the chance to find out what Steve Clifford talked about with his players. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game.
Dragic kicks to Butler. Inside, puts it up from 12. The shot by Adebayo, no good. And even 3-on-3 break. Gordon finds Fournier to take the lead. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. That was a fun night of basketball.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The brilliant blue water of Miami. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the 5. And for Miami, they've got Robinson. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crowder. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point. Now here's Crowder. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. A second chance effort outside for Robinson. This one for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. On the wing, Levine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. To the inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
Carter hits them both.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Now here's Crowder. Dragic finds Crowder. Clock at 6. The Heat need to get a shot off. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Now, you don't see that very often. A wide open.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Wow. Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Outside Dragic. Butler in the corner. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Sinks the triple.
They can breathe a little easier on their fourth shot. They finally hit the target.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Chicago Bulls. They get it back.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
It's good.
Out on the break, Crowder gets up and down pretty well.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's White. Rejected by Dragic. Robinson down low. Guarded by Levine. It's Robinson high post. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did.
Yeah.
And we felt it. Even over here we felt it. And stolen by Butler. Robinson against Levine. Markkanen pulls it in.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
That drive by Carter, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Crowder, the pass to Butler. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
Here's Robinson. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Adebayo. He feeds it to Crowder. Stolen by Carter. Here's Levine. And Levine throws it down.
And this gets the team fired up. Levine is an energizer who enjoys dropping the hammer on the drive.
And the shot's good from Crowder.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here is Carter. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
In the corner, Crowder with it. The pass to Adebayo. Over to the wing. Dragic dishes to Crowder. Here's Adebayo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk comes in for Crowder. And Hero subbed in for Duncan Robinson. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Satoransky's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. So it's Miami now after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Young finds Porter to the paint. Here's Cornett. Lays it up and banks it in.
Oh, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Adebayo passes to Olynyk. Dragic looking for an opening. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Dragic the pass to Hero. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Cornett, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
He can fill out a lot of different roles, but Satoransky excels as a creator. He can make the spectacular passes and the smart ones.
And so, both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Chicago. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Derek Jones is out there with Iguodala. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero in at the 2. Dunn shot's good.
And that's the muscle his teammates like to see done, refusing to take no for an answer.
And at this point, you got to feel like you have a good idea of who Chris Dunn is as a player. A very solid option to bring in off the bench.
Yeah, Jay, he's a great facilitator, and he looks to pass first. A plus defender as well. But to be a starter, you need to be a threat to score at the PG position, and that's just not done.
And good that time. Satoransky's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bulls.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. It's deflected. It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Iguodala. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Oh, the quick jump of Iguodala. Easy.
Hutchison passes to Young. And the basket by Hutchison.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Down low. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. 3-point lead. Here's Cornett. The shot comes out. The Heat go the other way with it. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
Tremendous end-to-end player. I mean, throughout his career, he's been that. I mean, just think about it. Iguodala with a nice finish in transition.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. I mean, able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Satoransky. Dunn attacking. Pass to Cornett. Shoots over Olynyk. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
On the basket by Jones.
And how about the court awareness there? Dragic, fantastic job spotting the wide open teammate.
Young. Second chance shot. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him #1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Shoots, and White kicks to Valentine. Passes it to Cornette. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the shot clock. No good there. Great D that time from Adebayo. The Heat trail by 7. Here's Butler. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Oh, I love to see that. Butler is never scared to take it amongst the trees.
Out to White. Back to Harrison. It's stolen by Adebayo. Valentine passes to Cornette. To the middle. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got rebound #5 here tonight. Crowder goes in, and Crowder slams it in.
Oh, really astonishing slam by Crowder, all because of how he sprints toward the cup.
Here's Valentine, and Adebayo sends it back. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Markkanen, and Zach LaVine subbed in for Kobe White. And Crowder slams it in.
And showing he can play above the rim. Crowder with the highlight.
On the wing, Porter. Crowder with the steal.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
You got to love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Carter, the pass to Porter. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Heat lead by 3. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Well, it was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Some good action during the period. And that'll do.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Bulls trail by 3, and on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Markkanen and Carter are up front. LaVine at the 2 with Porter at the 3, and it's White in at the point guard position. Here's Markkanen. Rebound by Butler.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And taken with the 30th pick back in 2011, Jimmy Butler went from 15th man in Chicago, riding the end of the bench, to franchise player in the course of 4 seasons.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
And, Greg, it seemed in Chicago and Minnesota maybe Jimmy Butler wore out his welcome. Philadelphia, they had him, and they had to juggle multiple stars. But, man, Miami, the Heat handed him the keys, and he has taken off.
And Kevin, he's shown himself worthy, lifting them to a top seed in the East and himself into the MVP conversation.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Got a piece of it. Porter kicks to Levine. There's the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. And there's the whistle on the shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Young with no one around. And again, no good by Chicago.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
For Miami, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Now Dragic, he's got 5. Knocked loose. Dunn right side. Can they get it? The kick out to Young. In the corner, it's Levine. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
To the inside, Olynyk. He can't get that one. And the Bulls going the other way now. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And the ability to go vertical, I mean, Iguodala's sneaky shot block.
And Crowder with the basket on the assist from Dragic. Crowder's got 14.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Dunn, wide open, he fires, bangs home the trifecta.
What touch on the deep ball. You can see Dunn becoming more confident in his long-range shot.
The Heat leading by 13. Crowder finds Dragic. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Puts it up from 12. Olynyk can't hit.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Dunn. And here we go. Gets it down to single digits. 6 points for Wendell Carter.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Inside. Olynyk dishes to Jones. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. He has 6.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And this is what teammates expect from their point guards. Dunn, pacing the offense well there.
The Heat have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Olynyk, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Olynyk got his first points of the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Dunn, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, easy look provided by Carter Jr. Always helps when your bigs can move the rock.
It's stolen by Dragic. An even 3-on-3 break. Outside Crowder. 24 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Iguodala, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Wow, the balance and core strength of Iguodala built for the and-one.
Miami shooting their fourth shot at the foul line here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
Oh, man, what a smart feed for marketing. I mean, I'd like to see him do that more, get his teammates involved.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Back to Dragic. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's Dragic laying it in. Dragic has got 7 points in the game.
On the drive, Dragic's footwork really shines. His ability to make quick moves around the defense gets him to the rim.
And so it's Miami. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Adebayo is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. Then it's Robinson. And it's Hero in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Valentine.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession. And the Heat making a change here. Crowder's checked in. Kobe White, he's checked in for the Bulls. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And see, well, last season, pretty much a lost year for Otto Porter. Dealt with that foot issue the majority of the year. That just kind of kept him out of the rotation.
Yeah, GA, I mean, I feel bad for everyone, man. The team viewed him as a key component. So he was just gone. I mean, he was able to come back right before the season suspension. Porter's still young, and he's looking to reestablish himself as a solid wing this year.
Adebayo, high post. To the paint. Back to Robinson. Outside Butler. 6 to shoot. He dishes it to Crowder. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And the Heat lead by 10.
And the scoring of Crowder, I mean, giving them a lift.
The Bulls shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Satoransky, the pass to Markkanen.
Give it his shot.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it with double checking, and the game continues on.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Crowder kicks to Robinson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Adebayo with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other five in the league.
Hero passes to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Heat lead by 13.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Hero passes to Adebayo. In the corner, Crowder with it. Crowder with the steal. There's the pass to Hero. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. That's another one for him. His fifth in just 7 shots.
They tailored their offense around him. Let me tell you, he loves playing in the system.
Here's White. His 3-pointers off the mark. Miami leading by 13. Pass to Butler. Here's Hero. Satoransky covering. Stolen by Markkanen. Carter left side. Heat have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth. Going 6 for 7. Here's Hero. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 13.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Miami.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay Crowder.
He had a nose for the basketball tonight, playing some disruptive D and picking pockets left and right.
And the Heat making a change here. Dragic is checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in for Satoransky. Back to Adebayo. Down low, here's Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. And the Heat lead by 13.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
Robinson with it. Now defended by Levine. Crowder, the pass to Adebayo. Good work defensively by Carter. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And White slams it in.
Capable of doing many things well. Levine has a good sense of when his guys are open.
The kick outside to Butler. Back to Adebayo. 3-pointer. Crowder. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Even early on in this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers bus earlier on. And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center. And for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Robinson. Then there's Dragic. And it's Butler in at the 3. Outside Robinson. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes.
Here is Robinson. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Nice shot from Bam there, embracing any opportunity he gets to score in close.
Garland kicks to Sexton. Pass to Drummond. Just 5 to shoot. Dishes it to Garland. Looking for Crowder. He gets it there. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Goes up, and it's Butler with the jam.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Crowder goes in, and stolen by Sexton. Over in the corner, Osman. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Now here's Butler. Here's Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler attacking. Robinson dishes to Butler. Sweet move. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
The shot fake of Jimmy Butler is tough not to fall for.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so he hits both. So it's the Cavaliers now, trailing by 2. Here's Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Miami. Porter's checked in for the Cavaliers. Adebayo passes to Hero. Cavaliers with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Here's Dragic, following the basket by Colin Sexton. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Heat with some changes. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Derek Jones comes in for Crowder, and it's Iguodala in for Butler. To the middle. Here's Jones. Oh, my goodness!
Did you see
what a play?
Unbelievable.
Continues to develop as a playmaker. It's nice to see Tyler Hero create for others.
Now, here's Garland. Count that one. Garland's got his second bucket of the game to go.
That's nice work, stopping short of the rim, just laying it over the top.
And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
Porter dishes to Thompson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Hero passes to Olynyk. 1:11 left in the first. Here's Hero. And the layup's good off the glass.
The athleticism plus the mobility. Tyler Hero is someone who drives well inside.
Porter kicks to Garland. Nance passes to Garland. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Goes back up. And it's Dragic with the rebound. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
That puts them in the lead.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And a wide open look for Porter. Shot clock resets for the Cavaliers. Pass to Nance. Thompson, high post. Tries again, and he sinks the layup.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
It's Iguodala with the drive, and the jam by Andre Iguodala.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Back to Thompson. Shoots over Olynyk, and no good in the last second attempt this time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Heat lead by 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
This is where you credit the guys in the front office for going out and getting you the pieces you need.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for Cleveland, Osman outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. Then it's Thompson, then it's Porter, and it's Windler in at the 2 guard. He hits both from the stripe. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
The drive. Oh, that was something else.
And just a spectacular play from Iggy there. Seeing a path to the basket and just taking off towards the rim.
Porter passes to Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Passes it to Hero. Back to Robinson. Stolen by Thompson. And they're running. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here. One-on-one here. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Heat shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on the free throw.
A physical big man who won't back down from anyone. Every team could use a guy like Kelly Olynyk.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Derek Jones. Jay Crowder comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Butler in for Hero. Then for the Cavaliers, Drummond's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Sexton in for Porter. Olynyk the pass to Adebayo. Butler feeling it out a bit. Back to Adebayo. Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. The Cavaliers pull it in.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
And the dunk by Love.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Sexton attacking. And there's the pass to Windler. Here's Drummond. Here's Osman. Drops in the layup for 2. And now a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Adebayo throws it down.
Superb vision and decision by Jay Crowder. Rotating the ball, executing this offensively, flawless.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Adebayo finds Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Butler's got 6.
Those 220 pounds came in handy. Jimmy Butler using his big body and muscling those tough shots.
And Sexton slams it in. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
Here's Crowder. That shot, no good. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Osman kicks to Drummond. Love outside. Back to Drummond. Plays it up and banks it in. Drummond's got the lead up to 3 now for the Cavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
That one good for 2. He's got 8.
I love how Jimmy Butler let the play develop, how he's learned to trust his vision.
Drummond passes to Sexton. They double him with Adebayo. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Deflects the pass. Olynyk dishes to Robinson. Outside Butler. Down low. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bobbed up there for Love. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Not a big leaper from a standstill position, but Kevin Love got up and got that one.
Pushing it up. Here's Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end.
Crowder, the pass to Olynyk. Great D that time from Love. And the first half is now in the books. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much. And
happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
They've got Adebayo. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Inside. Adebayo drives in, and Adebayo throws it down.
Ferocious finish. Bam's natural strength is next level.
Here's Sexton. Here's Drummond, and he uses the glass on the layup. Drummond's got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And pushing it up is Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition. That shot off the mark.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
You know, this is something you practice over and over again. I'm surprised they couldn't execute.
Back to Sexton. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Dragic the pass to Adebayo. Good D by Drummond.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Adebayo kicks to Crowder. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Give him a lane to the hoop, and you know what you risk? Jimmy Butler throwing it down.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Back to Sexton. Pass to Garland. He feeds it to Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
He has a monster wingspan, the elevation for his size. Drummond able to finish with authority on a consistent basis.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Second chance shot. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
A tireless worker. You don't have to call plays for Adebayo for him to score.
Here's Garland. And Adebayo sends it back. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity. Count it, and the Cavaliers' lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Butler.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Crowder, the pass to Robinson. Back to Crowder. Wants to get it to Robinson, and does. Over to the left wing. Pass to Adebayo. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Now just a 1-point Cleveland lead. Here's Sexton. And Butler sends it back.
On the prowl, Butler with the block shot.
Crowder goes in. That gives them the lead. Crowder's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Love kicks to Drummond. Stolen by Robinson. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Butler, no good. The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Garland, the pass to Love. Rejected by Crowder.
Jay Crowder didn't give up on the play. Tracking the ball, blocking the shot. His coach appreciates the hustle.
Here's Drummond. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
But the truth is, those type of plays are going to happen. You just have to regroup mentally and get back to work.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Windler, the pass to Thompson. And Jones sends it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Dragic is running. Here's Hero, defended by Drummond. Dragic, the pass to Adebayo. Basket, good. Adebayo's got 16.
The emergence of Adebayo as a scorer, this franchise has to be ecstatic.
With 2 seconds left, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Cleveland shooting their 2nd and 3rd shots at the line right here. That free throw, no good. Good on the 2nd free throw. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Heat lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Cleveland, Nance and Thompson are up front. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Windler in at the 3, the small forward. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Beautiful vision to find an open man. Gorn leading by example.
To the inside. And it's Dragic with the foul. That's his first foul. Windler, the pass to Thompson. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Really good hands. Thompson catches the ball well in traffic, then right up in rhythm.
It's Dragic with the drive. Here's Adebayo. He dishes it to Dragic. Iguodala outside. Stolen by Thompson. And now Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
The long arm of Thompson snatches the ball, kickstarts the fast break.
Iguodala, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Windler, the pass to Porter. And Jones pulls it down. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. They lead by 1. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Here's Windler, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. They get Andre Iguodala. The first free throw is good, and the Heat with some changes. Jay Crowder comes in for Derek Jones, and it's Butler in for Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Often viewed.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Thompson is double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Cleveland with it. Garland kicks to Thompson. Knocked away. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. And the shot is good.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
And it's good for 2.
This is when the game becomes real. Your leaders need to step up. Dragic did just that.
Garland, the pass to Love. There's the feed to Thompson. And here we go. It's Butler. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Boy, he's a player who battles for everything he gets. Dragic with the chance to tack on one more.
And the Heat making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. And here are the Cavaliers now. 7-point differential. Sexton dishes to Porter. Cleveland moving it around. Butler finds Crowder. Back to Butler. Passes to Robinson. Over Sexton. Butler. Good, and the assist goes to Robinson. Robinson's got 3 assists now in this one.
The physical abilities of Jimmy Butler. Wow. using his power and speed to make plays inside.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The pass to Robinson. To the paint. 1:12 left in the fourth. Back to Crowder. 4 on the clock. Fires from deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crowder's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Heat.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Bam Adebayo.
And you have to... Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
You know, you got to respect Sexton's scoring ability. The closer he gets inside, the more effective he is.
Dragic kicks to Adebayo.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Heat. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Adebayo finds Dragic. The kick outside to Butler. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's the Heat winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some...
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony.